Hi guys. Oh, I need to take a sip of tea. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome if you are new. It is Friday. I tried so hard to film a weekly vlog this week and it absolutely flopped. So I'm gonna pop in here the clips I filmed throughout this week. It was a bit bitty. It's reminded me why I don't film weekly vlogs anymore. My life is very busy and I am either at work or I'm at press nights or I'm at the pub or I'm coming home and trying to finish some stuff off. So I don't necessarily film that much during the week, and if I do, I try like today on a Friday to make like a thing of it. So yeah, I'm going to pop the videos and the clips from earlier in the week in here, and I will see you guys in a mo. Let me pivot you over here to the lighting. I am ready to go to work. It is Monday. I thought I'd just film a couple of work days in my life. It's been a really productive morning. I've been to the gym. Not that I did too much, to be fair. I damaged my knee a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going back very gently. So I just did a 10-minute run and then a 10-minute walk, and then I came home. So very much easing gently back into the gym because obviously I don't want to damage my knee. But I'm ready to go to the office. So thought I would pack up my bag. I've still got returns in the bottom of this bag that I do need to like actually return, which I feel like I'm gonna miss the deadline if I'm not careful. And I've got this from work from the other day, which I think is gonna be my like painting my house top. Absolute lols. And then I need to put my lunch and breakfast in. So breakfast is smoothie as always, and lunch is leftover squash ravioli. Delicious. And then last but by no means least, my book. Currently reading One of Us Is Next by Kara McManus on page 45. There you go. And now it's time to head to work. What a beautiful glow. It is quite a lot later, as you can probably tell from the lack of sunshine. I'm in the process of filming some Instagram reels. It's been a very long day. We had an assessment day today for like, it's not a grad scheme, you don't have to be a graduate, but like entry-level jobs. It's just been quite an intense day, but it is 9 o'clock, I'm at home. I finished work at like 7:30, and I'm now filming and editing some Instagram content because yes, I am back on Instagram. So I'm trying to catch up with some content because I haven't filmed in forever. So I just filmed some content with my elf cream blushes, which are probably some of my favourite blushes, especially from the drugstore. So I filmed a piece of content with those. That's now gone out, and now I'm going to film with the Alpha H Liquid Gold Exfoliating Treatment with 5% glycolic acid, which I got sent in PR ages ago and still haven't filmed anything with. So this is the next task on my list. I'm gonna get my little tripod out, stick you guys on a tripod, film my little unboxing. It's effectively a product that most people who've been around on Instagram for a while have tried, but it's like a new bottle for it. So I'm basically just gonna do an unboxing because I have tried this before. We shall go from there. Morning. I haven't washed my hair, but I've done that thing which I don't know if any of you guys see, where you just wash the fringe, and now I need to like blow dry the fringe. But I think first things first, I'm going to do my makeup, get myself looking presentable, and then I will sort out my hair. I'm currently just wearing a little vest top and then a satin skirt, and then later I'll put a blazer on. Got a cup of tea. Right, all ready, all prepped. I've dried my fringe. See what I mean? It gives your hair a proper refresh. Gonna head off to the office, and then tonight I've got drinks with a friend, so I will probably chat to you guys later. I'm reminding myself why I don't film weekly vlogs anymore. Like, unless I've got a theme or something I'm trying to do with the vlog, I always forget it exists. So, also, I was at the pub last night until about 11, and I got home at midnight and I just wanted to go to bed. I don't want to film at work too much because fundamentally it's work. So like, I feel like I struggle a little bit unless there's like a purpose to the vlog. However, it is now Wednesday. Alex got home a lot later than I did, so he's not feeling too hot. I'm just gonna quickly open up the odd box. So we get odd box, love it. Glad that we're gonna still get it at our new house. We get the medium veg box. This looks like a good box. One thing I've really enjoyed about our box, especially it seems this year more than most, is there's been such variety, and therefore there's been like veg that we just would never have bought on our own. So we had spring greens not too long ago. We've had this quite a few times, but like pak choy is just something we would have never bought ourselves. But this odd box, we've actually now really started to enjoy it. So I just really enjoy that it like forces you to try things or like eat things you wouldn't normally eat. But it looks like actually there's quite a lot of things in here that I would normally eat. So we've got some mushrooms, loads and loads of these peppers. I don't know what these peppers constitute as, or they just peppers. Interestingly then, oh no, they are on the list, they're just peppers. So peppers, but like loads of them. Potatoes, full of onions, some tomatoes, cucumber, some sprouting broccoli, and then some carrots, but these are like some of the best carrots. Pretty solid box, I would say. Peppers, they're too odd. Mushrooms, too many. Purple sprouting broccoli, it looks like normal sprouting broccoli to me. But sprouting broccoli is too many. Cucumber, too many. Carrots, too odd. Onions, too many. Potatoes, too many. Tomatoes, too odd. So I will put that away in a moment. And then, I didn't bring it through, but I'm still reading my book. Let me go get it. One of Us is next, and I'm on page 182. I have to say I'm enjoying it. Like, the characters are still great because a lot of them are the same characters from the first book or are related to the characters in the first book because it's like the year below. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say I'm loving it. I think the like thing that you're trying to look into this year feels like it's got a lot lower stakes. I mean, obviously it might get more intense, but I feel like it's not quite as like, not the previous book was life and death, but the previous book felt like what they were trying to work out actually had quite a significant impact on their life. While this feels a lot more like just like school gossip that's coming out, which obviously is quite tragic, but it's not necessarily going to impact their life beyond school. So therefore it does just feel a lot lower stakes, and therefore I'm not like as invested in trying to work out what's going on because I'm just like, it's not really bad, potentially. But I'm enjoying it. I would say at the moment it's like 3 stars. Like, I'm having a good time reading it. I just wouldn't say I would necessarily like rush out and read it again or whatever. So enjoying it, not loving it. Anyway, it is now 10 to 8. I need to make my smoothie and then check in on how Alex is doing. Potentially go to work without him and he'll come in later. I am going to make some breakfast and then head out to the office. I don't need to bring lunch because I've got lunch with a supplier today, which is really nice. It's one of the like weird perks of marketing. So sometimes you go out for lunch with like suppliers, so with people that sell or you buy media from. Yeah, I am gonna go. I have woken up. I've woken up early, as I have been doing recently. I have finished the book that I was reading. It was okay. I would say like 3 stars. I feel like they were trying to capture what they got in the first book, and I don't think they quite did it. The thing that they were going through didn't feel particularly high stakes enough. Like, it did in the very last section of the book, but not for like the first like 80% of the book. So I wasn't quite like invested enough to kind of work out why or how or who. So I think the first book was a better plot. Characters were still great, writing was still good, but yeah, the plot was a bit. This is the book for now. It's called These Girls by Sarah Pakkanen. It's a book I've been avoiding for a long time. I bought it in a charity shop to be something a bit different, and then because it's different, I haven't read it. My bookmark is literally inside the front cover. I haven't started it. It's about 3 women who live together who have jobs. And I think it's more of a character piece rather than like any type of plot. And I tend to struggle with these books a little bit. Felt like I wanted to try it, which is why I bought it. I think it was like £1. Here it is. Yeah, haven't started it yet, but I will obviously let you know how it goes. And then so far this morning, I've washed my face. I have tidied the bathroom, and that's about it. It is now 7 minutes to 7, which means at 7 o'clock I will go and get dressed. What I do need to wear is an outfit appropriate for a press night, but also appropriate for work. It is the Hello Dolly press night, which is at the Palladium, which has Imelda Staunton in it from Harry Potter and The Crown. So yeah, it's gonna be a really beautiful show, like truly absolutely stunning. So I do think I'm gonna wear my Oliver Bonus pattern dress that I have, but I shall see. It's quite warm today and I think that dress probably isn't cool enough. So I will have a look through my outfits, get dressed, let you know what I wear, and let's go through the dresses. These are my dresses. The black one I've worn quite a lot recently to industry events, so I'm not gonna wear that one. I feel like this one's a bit small, as in like a bit slinky. This might be an option. I feel like it's like covered up enough, it's long, it's pretty. This is like a weekend dress, not a out dress. This is slightly too dressy for the vibe of tonight. Like, it's a nice night, but it's not like that nice. Same with, I think, this one, and this one. Then there's an empty hanger. Fun. And then this one I think it's too warm for. So, it's narrowed it down for me, isn't it? It's not like I have much choice. This, which is a dress I picked up from TK Maxx. Absolutely love it. It's like stunning. It flows so nicely. It's like relatively open back. Just looks stunning. So I think this is the outfit for today. I'm gonna go get ready and I will be right back. Last night was amazing, like so good. So it was the press night of Hello Dolly, which is a musical at the Palladium this summer with Imelda Staunton in it, and she's so cute. And she got nominated for an Emmy on the day of the press night, and then it was the press night that evening, and I've seen some reviews come out this evening. Wow, they came out at midnight. I saw some reviews come out and they were like, I need to do a proper recce this morning, but it was so cute. It was actually really fun and I had the best time. So it is now Friday. I've woken up. We are dog sitting this weekend, which you probably would have seen in some clips I popped at the beginning of this video. So we are dog sitting this weekend, the same dog that we were dog sitting like 6-8 weeks ago, and she's so cute. I love her so much. She's like proper fluffy this time. When we looked after her last time, she just had a haircut, so she was looking a little bit bare, but she's like proper like curly and soft. So yeah, it is a work day, but it is hot. Today is going to be 30 degrees and this flat doesn't stay cool at the best of times, so pray for us for today. I think we might end up, Alex and I, working in the same room this time, maybe potentially even both at the kitchen table, just so we can have a fan like facing at our face. This flat is beautiful, love it. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else right now. But it is a south-facing, floor-to-ceiling window flat that's on one side of the building, so therefore you can't have any airflow. So we just get like sunshine, no airflow, keeps the heat in, which is great for winter, but not so great for the summer. And like there's no way of escaping it. Nowhere we can go. There's no like north side of the building we can go to because that's someone else's flat. So it's beautiful and I absolutely love it. 95% of the year. And that little 5% where it gets too hot. And yeah, I've got my cup of tea. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm gonna sit and watch YouTube probably until it's time to work. Not gonna lie. Oh, thank you. Oh, Stitch. You're probably going to hear background of the fan because I am not turning it off. It is warm, and I'm not talking like a little bit warm. I'm talking warm. It's 30 degrees, which I know in some countries is not that warm, but in the UK, where we do not have aircon or houses that are designed to keep the heat out, it is warm. But it is now 12 o'clock. I've done a solid morning of work. I'm having just like a little bit of a break now because I've got a meeting from 12:30 to 1:30 and then I'll break again at 1:30. Alex just taken Winnie out for like a 5-minute walk. Like there's a bit you can do around our building like in the shade, just like so that she can go to the loo, etc. And then obviously we're probably going to keep her pretty much inside until this evening when I say it cools off to 28 degrees. but at least the sun will have gone down. So yeah, I took her for a fairly long walk this morning. So we went for like a half an hour walk this morning, and then we'll take her for a proper walk, I think, this evening. But we need to wait for some of the heat to go away, albeit it's only going down to 20 degrees tonight. Anyway, you're not here to talk about the weather. I just need to take a little break, and then you just like hit a slight wall with your work and with what you're trying to do. So, I thought I'd just give you a quick little rundown of this book. So I'm currently reading These Girls by Sarah Packanen, and I read about 30 pages this morning, so I'm now on page 58, 59. I'm really enjoying how floppy the book is, which I know is like a really weird thing to say, but it's actually a really nice book to hold. And then also the font is really nice to read. So I don't know what font face this is, but I'm really enjoying it as a font face. But the book, the story, it's fine. You're following 3 women who are in various stages of their life. One is like a senior editor at a fashion magazine. One works for the fashion magazine but kind of is slightly bitter about the woman who's got where tea is, and she wants to go senior as well. So I think she's aiming for beauty editor, but she's not there currently. And there's a girl called Abby who's just been introduced, and she seems to have fled a situation, quit university or college, whatever it's called over there, quit university, and is now living with the other 2 main female characters, but we don't really know why she's just like suddenly left her old life. There's a lot of backstory currently happening, which is totally fair because I think it's a very character driven book. It's nice, I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say it's keeping me like gripped. I do find my mind kind of wandering while I'm reading this a little bit, so I sometimes have to read a chapter more than once because I realise I haven't actually read it. So I wouldn't say I'm gripped, but I'm not bored. Like I'm just kind of So I will obviously keep reading that, and I will keep you posted how it goes. And then after that, I've only got one more book on my monthly TBR, and then I finished my very first monthly TBR. I finished every single book, and like 2 weeks early. Wow, 10 days early. So you know, I class that as a success. I don't know if anyone else does, but yeah, I am hot. I have a meeting at 12:30 to discuss an on sale for a show that announces next week, and that's kind of it on the meeting front. Then with the Hello Dolly press night yesterday, we need to roll out all the assets from that and all the reviews and all of that shenanigans. It got reviewed really well, so that'll be the other thing we have to do. And then there's a couple of campaigns to launch for a music client that I work with. Relatively chill. Yeah, that's kind of it really. Just wanted to do a quick check-in while I had a break, so at least the break felt slightly productive, you know? I am stood on a chair looking at my books because, oh, my phone's down there. I'm back. I've got a slightly rogue job that I kind of want to do in the next sort of hour-ish. Probably not going to take an hour, but you know. It is now 6 o'clock, so I have finished work and it's now the weekend. And I've also read like another 50 pages of my book. I'm actually quite enjoying it. I'm quite enjoying a very different pace of book to my other books. And as like character development style books go, I think this is probably one of the better ones that I've read. Saying that, I haven't read that many. Take that with a pinch of salt. But I got the Goodreads app, which I think I've mentioned before in a vlog. And according to my Goodreads app, there are 9 books on my TBR. But according to the shelf in front of me, there are like 40 books on my TBR. So I kind of want to go through it and just like add them all on. It makes it easier to, one, keep count and keep track. It just makes it easier to find them, and I might as well just do it now. So I think I've shown this on a video recently, but these are all of the books that I still have to read. They're being stored in the top of the wardrobe. So quick tour, we've got the Shatter Me series, some Ali Hazelwood books, the Red Rising last books, or at least I think that's the last book. I hope that's the last book. 2 of the Lucy Score Knock 'Em Out series, book 2 and book 3, Cruel Prince, book 2 and book 3, and then I'm pretty sure this is a selection of short stories. Thursday Murder Club's book 2, and then these are either standalones or just the last book of a series. So Freida McFadden book, Neil Gaiman. I bought this one recently. It's called The 100-Year-Old Man. It just sounds really, really cute. Heartless, Powerless, As Good as Dead, which is the 3rd book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder. One of Us is Back, which is the 3rd book in, was it One of Us is Dead, I think? And then A Court of Silver Flames, which is the 4th book in the Akatar series, and then a Liliane Moriarty book. And then this is a nail care set, this is some hair dye, and these are some gloves. And that's my Starlight Express brochure because it wouldn't fit anywhere else. In fact, I do need to send it back to the office because I keep my brochures in the office. But anyway, regardless, these are all my books, and according to Goodreads, I have a grand total of 9 books. Which is obviously a lie because there are way more than 9 books on this list. So I'm just gonna go through and add all of them, and then I know how many books I've got left to read. I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Currently watching Lena Lifts, but to be honest, this is my to watch list. It's got 40 videos on it. Probably needs updating because I don't think it's been updated in a few days, but I'm gonna go and watch some YouTube, update this list. All 28 books have now been added, so I now actually have a record of everything that's still on this list that I'm yet to read, albeit. The highest rated books, just for anyone's reference, are Morning Star, which is Red Rising 3, Dark Age, which is Red Rising 5, A Court of Silver Flames, Things We Left Behind, which is Knockabout 3, The Man Who Died Twice, which is Thursday Murder Club 2, The Queen of Nothing, and then The Wicked King, which is The Folk of the Air number 2 and 3, and then I'm not going to keep going. But they're like the top rated ones. And then the lowest rated ones, which I'm not hugely surprised about, is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, because I think it's very spicy and it's very much not like her other books. So I wonder if people who've gone into it thinking that it's like her other books are quite like, I don't know if innocent's the right word, but they're more like rom-commy and less like spicy and romancy. So yeah, I probably can understand that. Then you've got Apples Never Fall by Liane Moriarty, and then you've got The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and I think it's disappeared, which I bought in a charity shop because I thought it sounded cute. So yeah, they're all in there. I now actually have a record of every book that I have in here. As I said, there are 28 books and then 29 if you include the last book on my July TBR, and then 30 if you include the book that I'm currently reading. So the aim is between now and whenever we move, kind of October, November time, that I will read through some of these. So you'll obviously get to see that in sections over vlogs over the next coming weeks. But I'm glad I did that because it was a task that I just kind of like had on my radar and hadn't done. But cute. And this dog is so hot. I mean, me too, hon, me too. You right, Win? Okay, you very warm? You very warm? You're probably also quite bored because we can't really take you outside. And we don't want to wind you up either because it's really warm in here. The thermostat will be able to tell me how warm it actually is in here. Should we find out? Oh. It is 29 degrees in this room. Well, that's fun. The heating is set to 10 degrees less than the actual temperature of the room. Love that for me. Yeah, I'm probably going to go and read a bit more of this book. This is the last book of my TBR, which is the second book after A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And then, if you look over here, I finished the whole TBR, which is very exciting. I think I might go sit out on the balcony. I love how floppy this book is. And I don't know why, but I freaking love this font. Is that a really sad thing to love? Probably. I had a bath, shaved my legs, did a face mask, did a hair mask. You know, those kind of like end of the week washing. So it is now quite a lot later. It's coming up to 9:30. I'm boiling the kettle in the other room. So I've come into here because it's the only place you can't hear the kettle. So I'm boiling the kettle. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I drink decaf, so don't stress too much. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I'm gonna keep reading my book, I think, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed because that is how I do Friday nights. I mean, my Friday nights are always dead. I don't know why I'm pretending otherwise. I tend to socialise on a Thursday and do nothing on a Friday, and I'm kind of here for it. Yeah, feeling very clean, which I haven't been all day because it's been really hot. If you haven't picked that up from my chitter chatter, I'm just gonna top up my little cotton rounds. So, be right back.
I think people in this country do not understand.
I don't normally use the disposable ones, but I have a backlog and we're moving out of this flat in a couple of months, so I kind of need to use them up because I kind of don't want to move with them. So I'm currently using the reusable ones, not the reusable ones, the single-use ones before I bought my reusable ones. So I do typically use these. I finished my book and I actually really enjoyed it. You know when you read those books that are such a surprise? Like it wasn't like a 5-star, but it was a solid 4-star book. Like not a huge amount happened, like it wasn't a huge plot book, but you watched 3 characters go through 3 very different but very like real life events, and like how they came to terms with those various events that they were going through, and it was just, I just really enjoyed it. So I've rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. Considering I was avoiding that book because I thought I would hate it, that's obviously like a really solid result. And I'm now on my last TBR book for July, which, I mean, I am one of those people that if I set myself a challenge, and I actually like set a challenge, I am probably likely to complete it. And especially if I make the challenge relatively achievable, and because I tend to read more books than I pick to my TBR in a month, I thought it was very achievable. But this is the last book. It is Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. It's a YA thriller, so it should be quite easy to read, to be fair. So we're back with Pip, and she seems to now have a true crime podcast about the murder case that she solved in the last book. But it sounds like someone goes missing, the police aren't doing anything about it, and then Pip kind of tries and uncovers what happened, which is kind of what she did in the last book. So yeah, this will be the next book. The first book was quite like multimedia, so you had chapters that were written from like her point of view. I'm pretty sure it's in third person, but from her point of view. And then you have chapters for that one which were her PMQ. No, that's Prime Minister's Questions. What's the thing you do at school called? The like essay thing that you can do as like an A-level equivalent. It was like her entries for that. So it breaks the story up a little bit and it makes it quicker and easier to read. So I think this one does the same with podcast scripts from what I've like seen online. So yeah, I'm gonna read this book next, but I'm probably gonna start this one tomorrow. And the last thing I need to do before I go to bed is spray a little bit of bed spray. So this is the Bamford Silent Nighttime Pillow Mist, which is frankincense, marjoram and lavender flower. I just spray a little bit of this on the pillows and on the duvet. There's not too much left, like I've used a solid amount, it's like down to here. And this is like my little nighttime ritual, and I've got so many of these from over the years. So this is the one I'm currently using. It smells fine. I have no idea where this has come from. I'm pretty sure it's an advent calendar, but... And then I'm going to pop all my electronic goods on charge, climb into bed, and I will wake up tomorrow and start a whole new day. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's a bit random. I know it's a whole selection of random clips together to try and make a video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!